Hey Sagittarius, let's pull some tarot cards for you and let's look at your month ahead. This is mid-May right now. We're going to look at May and beyond. So how I'll structure this reading, Sag, I'm going to pull some cards now, get them out. Let's look at what's been going on with you in the past. What have you been dealing with over the past few weeks? Let's paint a picture for Sagittarius. Then I'll move on to present energies around you and future, what's coming up. Then we'll pull and use some oracle. I look at astrology in these readings too. And we'll pull more tarot cards to clarify. I'll show you them all laid out. Okay, so we're starting this reading with the Nine of Pentacles. That's a really beautiful energy. The Hanged One. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, after a period of stagnation, you were finally able to break free from a negative way of thinking about your life, your accomplishments. You weren't very proud of yourself. And then after some reflection and support from family and friends, I believe, you were able to open up to this new perspective about what's possible for you. Okay, so we're going to go much deeper into all of these rows. I just want to then get some cards out for what are the present energies around you now as you watch this, Sagittarius, mid-May. But remember, the energy on these readings, like time, it's fluid. So take what resonates today and leave the rest. What's going on presently for the Sagittarius viewers? And we'll go much deeper into your cosmic forecast with astrology, with oracle, with even more tarot cards. The 10 of Pentacles, so I see that progression from the 9 to the 10. So you have been working on something and you're gonna see the results of it this month. Justice. Some of you are waiting on a payout, some of you are waiting for something that's owed to you. There's something to do with family business or a large corporation. Fire energy with the King of Wands. You could be dealing with another fire sign right now. But that's really, so boss energy coming through in the month of May. It looks like career is really going to be your focus at the moment. Work, creating something that lasts, creating something that you're passionate about, excited about. Some of you are stepping up to a role of leadership this month. Okay. All right, we're going to go deeper, but for now, let's just look at the future energies. Let's take this end of May, let's go into June with these cards. What themes are Sagittarius going to start noticing in the next few weeks? Okay, what have we got? Death card. So, a transformation, a new beginning, an ending perhaps. So this is your energy, Knight of Wands, mutable fire, Sagittarius. You're the one directing this change in energy, so it's not something that's going to take you by surprise. Ooh, the Emperor, that's that boss energy I'm talking about. I have heavy fire sign energy in this reading. I have Sagittarius, I have Leo, and now I have Aries. So we have the fire signs here. You could be dealing with other people like that, or you're just around a lot of passionate, energetic, impulsive, restless people like yourself, Sagittarius. But Sagittarius's fire is different, okay? We have Aries, which is like, oh, I want to exert myself. I'm here. I want to take up space. I have a right to be here. I'm number one. And then Leo is a bit more generous with that fire and that flame. Aries wants to direct it with their own will, like themselves alone. Leo doesn't mind sharing it, but they want that fire, they want the warmth back at them, right? So they're the sun, they want to attract that warmth back. They like admiration, they like attention, they like the spotlight. That's what fuels them. Sagittarius, your fire is something different. It's a bit more higher minded. So you're ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expanse and higher learning. So your fire goes towards spiritual ascending. Your fire goes towards like grander ideas and expanding and going further and going the distance, like this Knight of Wands. So we have a lot of fire in our belly this month, Sagittarius. It's exciting. Let's take this back and let's look. I have some great transits to talk about with you. We have a lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius on the 26th of May. We'll get into all of that, but for now, let's just take this back before clearing up with some more cards. 9 of Pentacles and the Hanged One. I'm getting the sense that there was some sort of a family situation where you needed to, your family members or your partner, your husband or your wife or something, quite a serious relationship, they told you about something that freed you up mentally, that kind of was able to make you realize how proud of yourself you should be, all of your accomplishments that are here. You've been taking stock, Sagittarius, now, and you're like, oh no, I've come a long way, I've done this, that and the other. Some of you are very much getting recognized in your field at the moment, and we see the progression from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles very nicely here. This is that recognition, finally getting recognized. Maybe not even finally, but like you're getting something solid. You're getting a reward for all your hard work and effort, and years of effort for some, 9 months of effort, whatever it may be, a long sustained period of you putting in hard work, you becoming even more self-reliant in yourself, more dependable, for yourself, like, but then that's being reflected in your work or whatever you do for a living or your vocation or your calling. You're really getting recognized this month, and that's great, and I hope a reward is coming for you. The Hanged One, this talks about a huge change in perspective. So we have four major arcana cards in this reading, you guys. I'm going to show you them when I show you this whole spread, but the major arcana cards, like the Hanged One, we also have Justice, Death and the Emperor. These are major arcana, so they are a message to us that is a little bit more important than the mundane. This is our guides, our angels, the universe, our karmic destiny, whatever it is, our karmic lessons are now ready to be faced, and the messages of the major arcana cards tell us what our soul is ready to grow through. This tells me, the Hanged One, Sagittarius, you had a huge shift in perspective. You became enlightened on something. This halo around this person's head, you see something differently now. It took you a long time to get there. Some of you are seeing yourself differently, and I like that. Some of you are seeing yourself as the 9 of Pentacles rather than the 8 of Swords, victim, trapped by circumstance, negative self-limiting beliefs, I'm not good enough. But when it reverses, we're getting out of the trap. So I believe somebody that you really love and care about, I'm thinking family member or child even, or younger sibling, somebody was able to say to you, Sagittarius, you're this, you're so accomplished, you're beautiful, and you need to be proud of your accomplishments and how far you've come and everything you've achieved. Get yourself out of this funk, and you have, because when it reverses, the 8 of Swords eases up and we don't feel as trapped by our circumstance as we did before, and we're not placing negative self-limiting beliefs on ourselves. I could never go for this promotion because I'm not good enough. Well, you are. And this month you're getting that recognition. 10 of Pentacles is uber successful. If you're in business at the moment, if you're waiting to kind of get a approval of a permit or a license to open your business, Justice card and 10 of Pentacles bodes very well for that. Justice card and 10 of Pentacles bodes very well for anything that you're waiting to get legal approval on, something through the courts, something signed off on. That looks really good. If you're in business and you're an entrepreneur, I see this coming through really strongly for you, Sagittarius. Okay, King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you are involved in a family business which has quite a legacy possibly at the moment too. We're going to clear this up. Justice card being our major arcana card here. There is a decision to be made this month for some of you guys, and this is going to be a decision that does bear consequences. There is weight here, so the scale is weighing up the options because they are important for you to have full consideration on. Justice card talks about a decision that has to be fair to all people involved, otherwise the consequences may not be so favorable. But if it is fair and above board and just, then the consequences you usually get to play out will be pretty nice for you. It's a karmic card. Justice is a karmic card. King of Wands tells me it looks like some of you are really stepping up into a boss energy role this month, or just taking the lead on a project, at the helm of something. Maybe some of you are kind of going into more of a managerial role when you're kind of, you will be the superior in your position, okay? And very well deserved, I think, Sagittarius. This is really beautiful, this reading so far. So then we go into a much more of a transitional phase. So some of you are going from King of Wands to the Emperor. Like, this is CEO level. This is like uber successful. So this reading for me is very career orientated, a very success orientated, you feeling confident again, you see tangible results. Nothing is just promised to you. You have the bounty at this point, or the results of your hard work is showing in a nice paycheck, a nice been called in and said, look, Sagittarius, you're doing a great job. So we do see some sort of an evolution taking place by end of May, even into June, okay? It could be after the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on May 26th that we have the death card energy presenting itself. So lunar eclipses do bring about significant endings. Solar eclipses are new moon energy. They do bring around beginnings more so. So we have endings, I think, taking place for you, Sagittarius, at the end of the month. This ending could just look like you being repositioned to another location at your job. So meanwhile, you're not getting fired or quitting, but there is an ending taking place, or at least a transformational or transitional period where you're going to be moved around. For some of you, this movement or this promotion or this relocation is going to happen pretty quickly and pretty suddenly, but it seems like you have been, whether consciously or subconsciously, willing this to happen. You've been manifesting it, you've been kind of like setting intentions around it, or you feel that's what you want. So your will and your desire is now unfolding in front of you. Thanks, universe. Thanks for responding to your desires, basically. Love your energy here. End of the month, when I see that card for you, Sagittarius, it tells me you're going to be feeling yourself, feeling very empowered. The Emperor. So we have two major arcana cards at the end of the month going into June even. I'm thinking even first couple of weeks of June, these energies could be felt more strongly. Transitioning into a role of more responsibility, of more power, of more empowerment. And it's like, you finally get it, Sagittarius. You finally get it that you have absolutely every right to take up this space in your company, in your home and living situation, in this world. Like, you have every right, as much as everybody else, to say, I'm here, look at me, I'm living, and get out of my way, basically. So let's look at these cards together, okay? And I'm going to pull some more. Why don't we, little chat about the astrology, little oracle card, then we go back to tarot and clear up row by row. 26th of May, lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. All right, so if you are now this is another little piece of advice for you guys. If you are watching this for the astrology, I recommend watching from your rising sign position. So Sagittarius sun, if you know your rising sign, go check the video for that out. The astrology is more tailored to the rising sign position. Sagittarius rising, this lunar eclipse on May 26th is falling in your first house of identity. That's what's coming up. This is going to be a time, Sagittarius, when your body image is becoming crucial to you. Like, it's very important how you view yourself. It's critical even for you. And there might be an ending, I hope, insofar as how you view yourself in a negative way, in a brain chemistry way, not how others around you, not who what your true soul is. It's what your brain thinks of you. It's what your thoughts are. So thoughts and feelings, let them pass through, let them visit. They're not us. They are not our true essence. They're an aspect of us, but I see endings coming for you, Sagittarius, in rising in your first house of like, oh no, I am beautiful. I'm perfect. So that's awesome. I also see a need for Sagittarius rising with this eclipse. Like, there's going to be a real energy of you need to stand on your own 2 feet now. Some of you are going to be getting a little bit more competitive. I see competition. I see Sagittarius being more competitive in general, and for Sagittarius rising, I really feel like this extra push in terms of like, I know what I need and I'm kind of going to be putting myself first a little bit, is going to come up more so after this eclipse or around the 26th of May. Aries energy, it can be selfish. So there is these eclipses for Sagittarius rising are falling between their first house, Aries energy of identity, and their 7th house, which is justice, Libra energy. These are the sister signs, Libra and Aries, and that's relationships and partnerships. So there might be just this sort of a struggle, or you're like, someone in your partnership might say to you, Sagittarius, hey, you've been acting kind of selfishly, and you're like, well, it's just that timing wise, I feel like I need to. Okay. Jupiter, beautiful, biggest planet, your ruling planet, Sagittarius, biggest planet in the solar system, expanse, generosity, abundance, good fortune, free flow of energy is associated with Jupiter. That moves into Pisces on just the other day, May 14th, May 13th, May 14th, depending where you are in the world. That it moved into your home and living situation, family situation. That's going to be okay. So for the next 6 weeks, especially Sagittarius rising, all of Sagittarius, we're going to receive blessings over the next 6 weeks. So figure out where Pisces is in your birth chart, Sagittarius, and that's where the gifts will flow. For Sagittarius rising, it's in the 4th house of home, living, and family situation. Expect to see abundance and free flowing energy and good fortune around renovations, new home, moving, good interactions with your family, your elders, your parents, maybe even adding a new addition to the family, a new baby, but home, living, decor, renovating, even buying a place. Very, very good indications there. Let's take this back and pull an oracle card. Let's see what's coming through as a message for Sagittarius now from this oracle, Kuan Yin, Chinese goddess of compassion. And this is going to be a message for Sagittarius's highest, most compassionate self to them. What have we got? So far, beautiful reading. We'll have to go deeper. There's going to be more messages. And now we have Weave the Future Golden. Number 44, I'm pretty sure this is the last card in the deck, Weave the Future Golden. Let's see what this has to say for you. Maybe 4 is an important number for you right now. We have a 4 here, and that's it. Oh, 4 is a king. We've got another 4, 4, 4. Okay, yeah. Weave the Future Golden, and I'm right, it's the last card in this oracle. So what have we got to say? Ooh, something good is coming your way. Hello, Jupiter. Kuan Yin urges you to weave your future into the present moment, to call and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, synchronicities waiting for you. That will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, creative fulfillment. So this is quite interesting, right? Because it goes on to say that says Kuan Yin, which is this oracle, is aware that there are opportunities and assistance waiting for you for your future embodiment. She wishes to assist you in drawing those future gifts into the present moment where they can be of most use to you. This oracle indicates that there is something special waiting in the wings for you. And if you wish to do so, you can receive healing and elevate your vibration so that you are able to receive it more readily. So something you've been really wanting, Sagittarius, something you've been dreaming of, getting a book published, getting that promotion, opening a business, being an entrepreneur, whatever it is you've been dreaming of, it's just there. It's in the, what would we say? I'm thinking of a stage, your center stage, Sagittarius, and waiting in the wings, stage left, is this gift, this beautiful, special opportunity. I talked to you about manifestation. I believe it said something like that. I talked about this Emperor energy, like you manifested these gifts, right? So it's saying, yeah, weave your future into your present moment. So what you want in the future, act now as if you already have it, speak it into existence, act as if it's already yours, and that's how we match the energy. So it's asking you to raise your vibration, Sagittarius, because if we're in this energy, we're not attracting anything but more fear and more limits, right? But if we're in this mindset of like, oh, I deserve absolutely everything I'm getting, like, oh my gosh, then that's when we will get those things. It just, the energy just has to match. It's like that, right? It's sort of a law of the universe. I'm not gonna try and dispute any of those laws, okay? Let's keep going and let's pull a few more cards now just to clear up this first row of the 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged One, and the 8 of Swords in reverse. What else is coming through for that row for Sag? Ooh, Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune. Amazing, amazing. I love this reading. Oh, Queen of Wands, this fire. We have all of our fiery family here. I do believe you're probably surrounded by other fire signs or like-minded, kind of inspirational, restless energy, passionate energy, people that are also go-getters like you, Sagittarius, people that are driven and motivated and goal-orientated. Wheel of Fortune is your ruling planet. This is Jupiter in action. Like Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune is expansive, free-flowing, upward swing, making things bigger, making things better. No limits here, just expanse. Beautiful. So you may have already been aware of this opportunity that came your way. Very deserved. You are very sought after. You're very popular right now, Sagittarius. You're very empowered and people love being around you. You're pulling people in. Your warmth is there. You're embodying the other fire sign energy, the Leo energy. This is also Aries, actually. So we have our Aries major and we have our Aries court card. Sag court card, Leo court card, that fire energy. So this is you being very popular, very attractive. 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Yeah, like you're feeling yourself, you're looking good and you're feeling good. So an opportunity has recently come your way, Sagittarius. I believe you're all already aware of this. Some stroke of luck. For some of you, it was Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, a new romance or a new connection with another person, a new friendship, connecting deeper with the person you're already with for some, but for some I see it being new. For most part, I see that being new if that's applying to anybody. The Wheel of Fortune though, you should have already sensed what this new upward swing and tick of good luck going forward for you is, and you're starting to live out in it. Some of you have totally, this Wheel of Fortune was just this promotion to the 10 of Pentacles, or just this leveling up and more success, more longevity. You've really stepped into a role, Sagittarius, where you can see yourself being there if you want, but a change is coming. But for some of you, you've actually reached as far as you can go in your field. 10 of Pentacles, we are at the end of a cycle. There's nothing after that unless we go back to the beginning and start something new all over again. So it's almost like we've reached the top on something by this month, and you're finally getting the recognition you deserve, you're getting the reward you deserve. Let's clear up 10 of Pentacles, Justice, and the King of Wands. Well, thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this, Sagittarius. Please consider subscribing to help me build my channel and get my message out to other people. I'll continue to show up and read for you guys like this every month. And I bring out love readings mid-month too. So there'll be one coming for Sagittarius next week. All right, let's see what we got for this middle present row. Seven of Swords. And the Four of Wands. Some of you are planning something very special for an Aries in your life and you're not really sure about how to get it off without getting caught, or you're planning a celebration for something. For some of you though, Ace of Wands, another ace at our bottom shuffle now. So a lot of opportunity for you. I feel like late April, early May was when love connections were coming through, friendship connections were coming through, more emotional matters were coming through. This month, however, it looks like creative flow, energy, fresh new beginnings, new starts, creative, like really energized and inspired opportunities are presenting themselves to you. So for some of you, if this is still work related, it seems like you're trying to, some of you are actually thinking about leaving the company that you're in right now. Okay, this is a very established company. It's probably something like, you know, Google or ESB or Con Edison, whatever it is. It's something that everybody knows the name of this company when they hear about it. They may not know a lot about it, but it's like it's a well-known and quite established company, I think, for some of you. Oh, it could be an institution like a hospital or a school or a police department. But some of you are thinking about leaving this behind, and because you've reached the top on it, you can't really go any further here. You've kind of feel like you've mission accomplished in a sense. And some of you are kind of have been inspired and have heard about something else. There's been some communication, or at least the idea in your mind that, oh, I could do something else and I have a good idea about what it would be. It's very exciting to me. Some of you are just trying to figure out the best way to make your exit and to bring about this ending in your life without ruffling too many feathers. And of course, some of you are just trying to keep this under wraps until you have something stable to walk into. Some of you are acting, if you're not considering leaving your profession or your work or switching or like relocating, there's just a bit of a switcheroo. It might be in the same profession and you're just moving on. For some of you, if you're sticking with where you are, it looks like you have something up your sleeve at the moment that you're not fully ready to execute, but you're getting close to it, and you just don't want to reveal everything about what your next plan is until you're very sure of it, until you're, you have it very concrete and stable. But yeah, for some, this is coming through as a little sneaky surprise celebration for somebody, throwing them an engagement party, or you heard that your friend is getting engaged and you're trying to like make some plans or something behind their back, or something for a birthday. Like I'm sensing that happened in May. Okay, let's take it forward. I've really loved this row because this is where I feel like a lot of action is happening. Justice card, let me just say, some of you are deciding and a big decision about how to best execute your lone wolf plan. You have a strategy that you can only do alone, and some of you are just deciding how the best way that will be executed so that there's no fallout and no one feels like they were lied to, or that you weren't being honest with them. Not lied, lack of transparency within work or the home and living situation. This can also be kind of home and family situation. Okay, so some Sagittarius out there are thinking about buying a house or renovating or doing something like that, or taking, some of you might have received an inheritance, some of you might be, taking over a family home or something like that. For some reason, there seems to be an element of secrecy around that still. Let's go. Death card, Knight of Wands, and the Emperor for Sagittarius. Let's clear up this row in the front here. Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups. So you will get everything you want by the end of the month, and you'll be feeling very, very emotionally fulfilled at this point. There's a worry for you that all this hard work, the only worry I see here is that all of this hard work that you've been doing and rushing around might start to take a toll on your physical body, and you might start to feel a bit run down. The Queen of Cups is an interesting card to tell me in this reading. It's like, please look after yourself and be a bit gentler and a bit kinder with yourself. You could be burning the candle out at both ends. If you're dealing with a water sign, a Scorpio here, we have with Death, we have Jupiter in Pisces, this energy I was talking about that transit, and then we also have Cancer here. So you could be around a lot of water signs, and if that's the case, they could be a very good person to be around in terms of they make you feel more relaxed, they emotionally support you, and they tell you like, Sagittarius, slow down and look after yourself. And that's an energy that's coming through. But Nine of Cups at the end of the reading, I feel like you're going to have everything you want by the start of June. You'll be in a really, really solid position. You'll be happy where you are, you'll be stable, you'll be secure, and you'll be empowered basically. Jupiter in Pisces rules this card. Remember, Sagittarius, Jupiter is going to be in Pisces from May 14th, May 13th to around July 28th or 29th, depending where in the world you are. And that is going to be a great transit collectively. Everyone in the world is going to enjoy this next 6 weeks in some way or another. There will be a flow of gifts coming through. They might not be so obvious, so keep an eye out as to what kind of good fortune you're experiencing, or how you're expanding, or what's growing for you in the next 6 weeks. It's going to be a really nice indication of what is in store for you personally in 2022. For Sagittarius rising, I believe it's all going to be around the home and living situation. Family, ancestors, home improvements, buying a house, welcoming a new family member to the house. Anyways, that's going to be your reading for mid-May and beyond. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you with a love reading next week, Sag.